Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for joining us here at CCSC. Welcome back to our Venice build for 2023, our very last vanilla build of Cities Skylines 1. The launch of Cities Skylines 2, October 24th. This is the last build we're going to do in this game on this channel. Let's go ahead and get right into it. In the last episode, we unlocked quite a few milestones, so we need to implement a lot of things down into the gameplay. Healthcare. We've got a medical clinic now, so I'm going to go ahead and put the clinic up here. Now, I think we might make that street a little bit bigger, so I'm going to do it over 2 tiles just to make sure in case we do decide to upgrade that street. Not positive as of yet, but we've got the medical clinic down. We need an elementary school, and I want to take the elementary school kind of over here in this direction. And I'm not positive if we're going to keep this grid concept over in that area. So let's go ahead and put the medical school, or the elementary school over here. And that will service everyone. We've also unlocked one other feature, and that is our trash services. So we can now take care of trash. And yes, the recycling center is part of the Green Cities DLC. So all we have to play with, because we're playing with completely vanilla, is the landfill. So let's go ahead and put the landfill over here. We are running out of room in our industrial area. We are going to have some problems here soon. We need to figure out a better gameplay. However, we can grow in this episode. We need to unlock a few things before we can actually kind of get into everything. So let's go ahead and zone off all of this residential here. I know we have plenty of demand right now. So we'll go ahead and hit play. We are at 1 times speed until we figure out everything else that we need to do. First thing, we need to go to our economy screen and we can adjust taxes. Now, we need to bump these up to 12. You can go a little bit higher. You can go 15, 14, 13. But everyone starts to complain, and then you have to bump it down anyway. If you bump it up to 12, no one complains. You're at a good budget. Everything's fine. We can adjust the taxes, and we can add a little bit to the roads, because in this episode, we're going to start to upgrade some of the roads. We'll go ahead and go to 75. And we can take out a loan, but we don't actually need a loan. However, the first loan is a 52-week loan at 5%. So you're spending $1,000. It's nothing, and you get 20 grand. I have no problem taking that loan, and I do anytime that I need to. This one even isn't necessarily that bad. You know, it is what it is. That's an honest loan, 10% interest. So you're paying back 6 grand to take out that loan. If you need those loans, yeah, go for it. But right now, we're going to bump this up to 3 times speed. Right now, we're making $1,000 a turn, and we just implemented the taxes up to 12%. So, we have a problem over here in our industrial area. And when you see this little guy, it means not enough workers. So, that problem should fix itself because we just zoned off a whole bunch more residential. Now, we're going to go to our streets, and we're going to add a few more roads because we need to expand this residential area. So, let's go ahead and go straight. Our grid is by 12 by 12, so we can just run one quick 12 by 12 section. And that will delete quite a bit, but we can fix that in real quickly. Let's see if that picks up. Hit play. And we can go back to our roads for now. And when building on vanilla gameplay, you can see I did the bottom road first. If I would have run all of these roads out first and then closed them off with this road, it would be a lot more wanky-janky, I guess. Wanky-janky. The road's heights would be a lot more differentiating between the 3 intersections there. Whenever you run the bottom road first, the main road first, it works out quite a bit better. And I didn't want to necessarily zone off this area yet. However, we are running out of space, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to zone this off, and the first thing that we need to do is make sure that we have pipes down for water. And we don't, but we do in that area, so we're fine in that area. We can now bump up the water budget. As you can see, everyone is dying for water. Throw this up to, let's say, 70%, and then we'll take a look. And that should hit our target. Yeah, there we go. So we have plenty of sewage treatment. We have plenty of water availability. We do need some more electric, and we have plenty of money, so this is no problem. Come over here. We'll throw down another wind turbine. And that should answer that demand. Let's go ahead and go to info views. Now I did put on the day-night cycle to get some good shots here. So we've got the nighttime coming in, and we are just waiting for our next milestone anyway. Next milestone is Worthy Village, and we're very close. It is 800, and we're at 706. with all the residential that we zoned off, we should be hitting this milestone in no time, and we get to take a look at our city in the dark. Some lights on. You know, I think this will be nice. We're going to zone off a little bit more commercial. It's quite a bit more commercial, but we're going to zone off some more commercial. Let's go ahead and do them evenly. And I think we're going to keep this main road exactly how it is. I like how this is turning around and coming about, so that's going to stay. So we don't need to worry about changing that. The industry, though, we have a huge demand over there, but we're going to get into that in the next episode, I believe, is when that unlocks. Yes, I believe after this next milestone, we unlock the farming, not DLC, but the farming specialization from the original gameplay. You can see nighttime is falling on our city, and we are looking very nice. And we have reached it. Worthy Village, 800 population. We can now buy a new tile. We can add districts, policies. We have a second loan, district specialization, services policy, emergency services, forestry specialization, and agricultural specialization, self-sufficient buildings, organic and local produce. So we have a lot to get into the next episode, but this is a perfect way to start your city. Just build a simple grid. We got fire stations, police stations, and that high-capacity elementary school is definitely part of a DLC. Let's go ahead and hit pause, bump this down to 1x speed, and then hit pause again. Unfortunately, we are on the night cycle, but we have a lot to cover in the next episode, and we are going to really readjust all of this. But this is a good way to start your city. Don't worry about too much things going on. Don't worry about, you know, exactly how everything's going to be, because you're going to have to rebuild it anyway. It doesn't really matter. We've got this main road here that we're going to keep, and we've got this first neighborhood that we're going to keep. We can now, let's see, go to, yes, we can now paint districts. So this area here is going to be our first original neighborhood, and it's going to stay this way. And we'll keep that little square there, Elk Park, probably change that name in the next episode, but we'll keep that square there as it is. That was our great little residential area. Now we're going to branch off of it to a new residential area. You can see our population in that area will be 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. That's all that you really want for a neighborhood. Nonetheless, join us next time. City Skylines #1, CCSC, City of Venice, 2023. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.